Hey, it's Nia. Welcome back to another video. All right, so in honor of the Harry Potter reunion that came out on New Year's, January's theme is Harry Potter. I just spent the last few weeks of December rewatching all of the movies, and then I watched the reunion and I was like almost about to cry. It was so nice to watch. But here we go. So we've got a new journal and new layouts. And so I had a lot of fun playing around with all of these different things for January. So what you see me doing here is the trace and transfer method because I cannot draw, but I can trace really well. So I have the Hogwarts Castle as my cover page for January, and then I have the acceptance letters, not the acceptance letters, but the letters, which I'm using as my task tracker, and so those are floating through the air, being sent out from Hogwarts or coming to Hogwarts. I can't decide on, because you see how they're bigger, closer to the, I don't know anything about, referencing. Anyways, never mind. But so here I am tracing the castle. I found a really cool picture of someone else's sketch that that they did in their journal, and I like theirs the best. I looked at a whole bunch of them, and this one is linked in the description below under the cover section in the description. But yeah, it's just super cool. And so I'm going to explain the layout a bit. So like I said, the Hogwarts Castle, that's the cover, that's pretty standard, but I have incorporated my task tracker into the cover page as well. So those are the letters, and then instead of having the task tracker the way I had it before, I've split the month up into two parts, and for here I've labeled it Fortnite 1 and Fortnite 2, and those are just things that I want to accomplish in the first 2 weeks of the month and then the second 2 weeks of the month. And any daily task things I will write in a daily planner, the same way that I've been doing before, of how I got rid of my weekly planner, and if I need to write something down, I'll just do it like a journal entry with any bullets or things. And then I'll just color in here if I felt that I was productive that day, if it was a little bit productive, not at all, or if I had something else going on. And I have underneath the calendar section are the boxes where I color in the color code for the task tracker. And after December, which I really loved the monochromatic thing, so I did that again for this task tracker, and I went monochromatic, and I did shades of yellow brown for the letters, which I thought fit really well. And I just really enjoyed how this turned out. It took a long time figuring out exactly how to do the layout because I couldn't decide if I wanted to just do the same layout that I was doing in my old journals, but just gigantic. But if I have mentioned this in the past, and I'm pretty sure I have, I really like using my space the most productively. I think that sentence made sense. But yeah, so just optimizing the usage of everything, and I don't like to just be wasteful of the space in my journals, so that was kind of how I ended up putting multiple things onto this page, because it fits and it doesn't feel cluttered or cramped together, and I think it worked out really well. But that was also because I had just once I figured out that I was gonna do Harry Potter for this month, I immediately had a really clear idea of how I wanted this to kind of fit together, and I think the letters made that fit together really well, and it's like a puzzle, and it went well together. Now, when I do other themes in other months, it may not fit as well, and so the layouts might actually change a little bit from month to month, and that's also exciting. So I have no idea what's going to happen in February, but I can tell you that it will not be Valentine's themed. So my February has never been Valentine's themed because I don't think that's a real holiday. Um, Not like if you like celebrate it, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not a major holiday that like warrants a cover page. Um, you know how like Christmas, it's like, oh, Christmas is all of December, or Thanksgiving is all of November, Halloween is all of October. Valentine's is just a random day in February, and it's not like real. I mean, it really isn't real because it was made up, but I mean, all holidays are made. Anyways, I am digressing so much, but anyways, so as you can see, I'm just going over what I have traced out in pencil, and I'm using my favorite Micron pens. I love these pens so much. I started using them in college when I would have my art classes, and I really like them, so I've just been using them ever since then. And they come in different sizes. I don't think I've ever talked about these pens before that I use, but they come in different sizes, the tips, so you can get different thicknesses for when you're drawing stuff. And especially this picture, there were a lot of like small detailed things, so I was using my smaller pens that had the more fine points to really get those details in there, and it worked out really well. There's other brands of pens that you can use, but you definitely want to like try some that come in different sizes so that you can have those options of being able to do really small details, or if you're doing really big details, because the pens come in a bunch of different sizes. But yeah, and so then I had the photo next to me, and I was looking at it while I was doing the shadowing and things like that, because again, I cannot draw. I don't know anything about shadowing. I don't know about perspective. I don't know how to do any of that stuff, which is why I don't know if the letters are leaving Hogwarts or going to Hogwarts. I can't tell, but I don't care. It's fine. One of the reasons I chose this particular sketch of Hogwarts, there were several like I mentioned before, is because I liked the castle, I liked the cliff mountain that it's sitting on, and I liked the way they drew the water and the little details of the people in the boat heading over to Hogwarts as well. I thought that was really cute, and I really like the style in which they drew the photo. The clouds are really pretty. I just really liked the whole thing, and I thought it really gave off the vibe of like storybook magical essence. Side note, I really hope you're enjoying the music. I am definitely gonna get copyrighted for it, but that's okay. I linked in the description one of the YouTube videos where I got one of the songs, and then the other two songs were on the YouTube music library, and those are also linked in the description below. It took about 3, close to 4 days of doing all of these things for my journal, because it wasn't just the month of January, it was also the yearly matter things, but just January itself took about 3 or 4 days, because first I had to, even though I had an idea of what I wanted the layout to be, I then had to like actually figure out the like, this is the layout, and I tried different things and shifted some stuff around so that everything fit where it was supposed to, and like how big should the Fortnite graph thing be, the boxes. I don't know what's called that. It looks like a T-chart. And I guess it is a T-chart, but like exactly how big that's gonna be, how big is the calendar gonna be, how will the letters fit in between those, and then just playing around with the dimensions of all of those things to make sure that they fit on the page, but also that I had enough space to do what I needed to do with them where they were usable. I found this really cool font. It is the Harry Potter font, but I found someone who drew it out and I copied the letters from there. That one's also linked down below for just all the letters, and then I was able to sketch it in there. My lightning bolts on some of them are a little janky, but that's okay. I will be coloring a little bit of the pages, but that'll come up in a moment. But first we're gonna jump over to the next page. I did the pages out of order. I actually did the cover page last, with like inking everything down. So here, this page is my habit and health tracker that I kind of combined into one, and it's gonna be titled my self-care tracker. And so that's going to be this page, and then the page next to it is going to be my mood tracker. And so here I am just figuring out the where I want everything to lay down and marking everything down. I have had this ruler for so many years, and I, for whatever reason, just was never using it before whenever I would do my journal, and I have no idea why, because it makes everything so much easier, and I can just very simply make straight lines, where before I was just doing them in small chunks and they were straight-ish. I don't know why I like to make things harder for myself sometimes. It just doesn't make any sense. But like I said before, I've combined my health and habit tracker into one page. There's just not I didn't need it for there to be two separate pages. And then the way I have figured out my layout for this in this new journal, it didn't make sense for there to be two separate pages. If you haven't noticed, I kind of like to group related things together. So I would have my health tracker and my mood tracker together, and my task trackers would be together, my habit tracker and my writing tracker would be together, because those were similar things. But once again, I have streamlined exactly what I needed and grouped everything together even more so. So up top, I am sketching the train that they take to Hogwarts, and then I have a little travel trunk and the owl and the cage at the bottom. Pretty much everything was really easy to draw except for that freaking cage. I don't know why that was so difficult, but it was. And the owl was also difficult. It looked really stupid. It does get better, and I thought this was so cute being able to do this. When I first drew the chart for the tracker and I had all this space at the top and at the bottom, I was like, oh, I could put something here, because that wasn't what I had intended to do. So then I was looking through all these pages that I had bookmarked, and someone else had done the train at the bottom of running across the bottom or the top of their page. I can't remember, but I thought it was super cute, and I drew that. It was really simple to draw, pretty much, and I turned out really great. I did color it, and as soon as I colored it, I regretted it. But yeah. While I was recording, I was like, can anyone even see this? So I adjusted the camera so that it was more close up and you could see exactly what I was doing. I'm gonna try to be more conscious of that in the future so that you can just see everything that I'm doing immediately. But yeah, it turned out well. And then down here, it's just the cage and the owl and the little trunk. Again, the cage, it was just ugly. I think it was too round in some places, but I think I made it look better when I was inking it over. I think I fixed some things, maybe. I don't know. Who cares? It's fine. It is what it is. I'm gonna let you watch now, and I'm just gonna stop talking. Here we go. Here's the coloring. It's not that it's terrible. It's just that I think I made it too dark. And I thought I was doing something by like layering different colors on top of each other. But again, I went to art school, but I did not take art classes. And I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, it just turned out much too dark. So that was a little bit disappointing. I think if I were to do it again, I either wouldn't color it at all, or I might use color pencils actually. I just have been really excited about markers, and I've been using them so much. But I also have color pencils that I got, and I haven't used them in a while. So maybe I'll go back and remember to incorporate those into some things, because like that, I think that would have looked much better, especially with the storybook aspect of the drawings and the sketches and everything. The color pencil would have fit better. Here's just me figuring out the dimensions of the mood tracker. I'm doing a bunch of shelves of potions, and I'm just trying to figure out exactly how many I want to be on each shelf, and then how large I want the potions to be, how much space that I can put between the shelves and still have space for my title and my color coder, things like that. So like it's a like I well, I'm not gonna cut that. Every time I've done that previously in the video, I've cut it out and re-recorded the section, but that's just gonna stay in there. I did potions for the mood tracker, and I thought that was so cute. And then I saw another mood tracker after I had already inked this one down that was similar, and it had potions, but it also had like books and little knickknacks and just other things on the shelf. And I ended up liking that one much more than just the one with the shelves. With the candles. Candles, oh my goodness. Wow, I'm just, oh wow, I don't even know what is coming out of my mouth. I'm gonna try this again, and this is just gonna stay in here. It's gonna stay. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I'm so sorry, but it's gonna be in here just this one time. I fix all the other ones though. Okay, I saw another mood tracker that had potions on its shelves, but it also had stacks of books and candles and like knickknacks and things. And I thought that was more cute because it was more of a variety of things on the shelves. When I was drawing all of the vials of potions, I felt like it was getting redundant, me trying to figure out how to make the potion bottle look a little bit different. Because I was fine if they were like some similar vials, but I didn't want them to be all exactly the same. And trying to figure out 31 different-ish vials of potions, it was like, I was like, I don't even, how different can you make these after you've done so many? So I kind of wished I had done the other one, or that I had seen that other one before and done that. So then there would have been a more variety of different things on the shelf. But it is what it is. I still think it turned out cute. I chose bright colors for my color code for my mood tracker, and it turned out really cute. And I thought I liked it, and I did not like it. I thought it was super cute, and I hope you like it too. Okay, I've used up all of my fumbling for this video in this one section talking about my mood tracker. Everything else from here on will be smooth and concise. So here I'm just adding a little bit of wood detailing to the shelves. Here we've got some more coloring. I wanted to make the title look like worn paper, and my like watercolor test that I did in the previous video didn't work out because I was going to use that in my Harry Potter theme, and also the cover page that I did for 2022 didn't work out, so I'm using the markers, and I think it turned out cute. It's like very choppy, I guess is the word I would use, but I like it. It still turned out cute, and then I think on the next page it was still really adorable. Oh wait, not this page, my writing tracker page. So this page here is my gratitude tracker, and the page next to it is my reflection tracker, and then just a bit of random stuff at the bottom that I had on my for fun page in December. I am drawing the brooms at the top and bottom. I actually remove the bottom one and I draw the Quidditch court at the bottom on this page, and then I have the little flying snitch on the page next to it, my reflections page. My reflections page is kind of like a junk page, and the difference between my gratitude log and my reflections log is my gratitude log is, here is one positive thing about today, whatever it is, or something that you can be grateful for about today. And then my reflection log is just any random thing that's stuck into my head. It doesn't have to be positive, it doesn't have to be something that you're grateful about. It could just be that garlic bread pizza was really delicious. And I wrote that several times this month because we had garlic bread pizza. It was so good. I recommend trying it. You just get some garlic bread toast from like the freezer aisle, and then you put the cheese and like pepperoni or whatever else you want that you like on your pizza on the top, and you throw it in the oven, and it's so good. I had it again for dinner last night, so it's on my mind, and as soon as I finish recording this, I'm gonna be eating it again. So here are the little towers. We've got the Gryffindor and the Ravenclaw and the Slytherin and the Hufflepuff towers. I recently learned that my cats are both Gryffindor, which is interesting because I thought at least one of them would be Slytherin. I think Schroeder would be Slytherin. In the video, I said Linus, but after reflecting on it, I think Linus would be Gryffindor. That's fine, or he might be Ravenclaw, but Schroeder, I thought for sure would be Slytherin. He comes off like super sweet or whatever, but like Schroeder, oh my gosh, like he's one of those ones you've got to watch because he will like stab you in the back and leave you for dead. I don't know if I could use those words in these videos. But anyways, so that's just in general the difference between my gratitude log and my reflections log. If you remember back last year when I was still doing my weekly planner situation, and I would have my section for like my what resonated with me today. It's the same thing, my reflections log, but instead of it being in a weekly planner, which I'm not doing anymore, it's on its own page. And so the other things I have at the bottom are similar to what I had in my last month. So one is just like, what's a favorite movie or show that like you were obsessed with this week? Like, because I just wanted to be like, what were some things that I was watching this month that I was really into? I want to be able to look back and be like, oh yeah, this is what I was doing, or this is what I was into. And then the other one is just like recipes. I've been getting into cooking a lot, and I just want to jot stuff down. Like, oh, I could try this pozole, or this ginger carrot juice, or whatever it is, whatever recipe I'm interested in. I'll write it down. Okay. This page has been up here for a few seconds, and I know you're looking at it, and you're like, oh my gosh, Nia, it looks so freaking cool. Yes, I think this is my favorite page of the month. This is my writing tracker, and it looks so freaking cool. In my other journal, there was no space for me to draw anything in my writing tracker because the whole page was taken up by my charts and things. But here, I've got this giant space. When I drew my charts, and then I was like, I have all this space. So then I switched the layout a bit up. I switched the layout up a bit. And then I was like, Nia, what else are you going to put on this page except this quote? This is my favorite Harry Potter. I was about to say Harry Potter. Don't know where that came from. But this is my favorite Harry Potter quote. I was trying to get some Harry Potter washi tape, and one of the sets that I was looking at had this quote on the washi tape. I didn't end up getting it. I have planned to do another Harry Potter themed month, maybe in September or October, and maybe when I do that, I'll have some Harry Potter washi tape and incorporate it into my designs at some point. And whenever I do the Harry Potter theme again, it'll be completely different from these pages here. I'm not going to be copying any pages that I've already done because I want each month to be different and new. But yeah, so someone had a quotes page, or I saw several quotes pages of different people from their Harry Potter themed months, and I just really like this one. I really wanted to incorporate the map somehow, but it didn't end up working out. But I kind of got it in here with the footsteps. I've seen a bunch of cool ways people have incorporated the map into their Harry Potter themed journals, or their cover page, or their weekly planner, or whatever the page is. But I got it here a little bit. So there's my writing tracker. And then over here, if you remember, every month I have my monthly goals page at the beginning and my monthly review page at the end. Well, I just combined them into one page and stuck it in there. And I think I'm going to change the layout a bit going forward, and kind of separate it a bit more. Oh yeah, my camera stopped recording. But yeah, so here are my finished pages. They're all nice and colored down. But so some of the things that I have been doing, like my goals and review page, that I have shifted a little bit and changed a little bit for this new journal. I think I'm going to keep playing with the layout, and it'll stay on the same page, but I think I might separate it into two sections instead of just one giant section, you know? But I hope you enjoyed this video. I think I've said everything that I wanted to say, and yeah, I am so excited about all the different layouts. People voted on what they wanted January to be, and I think I'm gonna do that again for February, just to see what's gonna happen, and that way I don't always have to figure it out. I think February is either gonna be puzzles or be themed. Or it could be something completely different, but thank you for watching. Bye! Also, let me know if you want me to drop each video twice. One with the voiceover and one without, and it just has the background music. Yeah, let me know if you would like that, because I would be totally fine with doing that.